What's up, fellas? Got another video today. I'm going to be going over every trade I took this week and every trade that ended up making me $10,268 on my funded account this week. So the funded account, it's not my money yet until I take the payout, which I need 3 more winning days. So once we get those 3 more winning days, we should be able to take a nice big payout for June, which would be very nice. That's a no payout last month. But yeah, let's go over these trades real quick. So this was Monday. This is when I need to pass my accounts. I still had 3 accounts that were rebuilding in 2 days, so I was still trying to take a trade. Trade number one idea was we were moving higher. We were going to see a rebalance in price. It was just too where did I think we were going to see it. We had this 1 hour, which was my break even, so I actually marked that. And then we had this 15-minute gap, which I really liked. Nice big gap. In order for price to continue higher, we should hold this gap. And after this first big move down, you can kind of see I'm pretty bearish. It ends up respecting the fair value gap, and I actually get stopped out on my first trade, and I lost like $500, $600. And then I got my re-entry right here. And why did I get my re-entry? I need to pass the accounts. Also, you can see we tapped into this 5-minute gap, and we're respecting it very heavy. So then I took my second trade, and it ended up playing out for like $1,200. So that was $3,600 we made, and I didn't account that into the actual how much we made because that was on eval, not on my actual money. But yeah, first day we made around $1,200 per account. So yeah, $3,600. But again, eval that just passed my eval. Go to the next day. We actually did not take any trades Tuesday. We go to it. It was pretty choppy, or not choppy. We just actually dumped, and I didn't see any entries. There's no really retraces for me, and I didn't see any good draws until down here, which we didn't really get anything crazy to until 11:40. So that was a no trade day. Wednesday, however, Wednesday was CPI day. So where is it? Here we go. CPI, easiest trade of my life. We had 2 accounts that were about to be gone, so I was like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna revive them. Took it to up there, I think. I have no idea, but here's the P&L for that. You can see we made $3,324 on this account and $3,362 on the other account, so it's a combined total of $6,600 for that day. And then later that day, if we continue to look, my overall bias was pretty bullish here. We had all these stacked highs, liked all of them. We also had, hold up, look on the 4 hour, got this big 4 hour gap. That was my main target for the day. That's what I wanted to see get hit. Data high, or what's it called? News candle pushed this higher. I'm expecting price to continue higher coming into the AON. So what did we get? Get this manipulation leg right off market open. What did we manipulate into? A nice 15-minute fair value gap. Off of that, we had a very, very nice rejection, and I don't like taking the first flip. This was not a bad entry. It would have been a break-even trade, unfortunately, but I took this second flip right here. It's pretty much I'm saying, okay, this first flip confirms we're bullish. The second flip, this retrace should hold, and we should confirm bullish again. And we took it all the way to this. We actually got edged break even right here. You can see as soon as we made this candle, we came down a little bit, and I got filled right there. So we got edged to break even, and then it ended up finally running to TP, which was nice. And we made $925 across 3 accounts on that trade. So that is a total of $1,875. So on just this day alone, we made 9.5K, which is absolutely insane. Never made that type of money in my life, but it was awesome. Great feeling. And more days like that to come for sure. Go to the next day. Thursday, we got break even. Very unfortunate. Should have been a winning day, but I had to go into work, so I could not manage my trade. But what did we see here? Go down the 5-minute. We come up, sweep all these highs right here. tap into this nice 15-minute gap that we have not tapped into at all yet. Respecting it very, very heavy. Was not on the 1 minute, I was in the 5 minute. What do we get? Giant leg down. And place my stops up there. This just pissed me off, bro. Targeted this low down here because I wanted to originally target this low, but it was a 0.83R, so I was like, I don't feel like moving my stop down to there. Just going for a 1-to-1. So I put my stop up here and targeted this. And then I used this as my break-even point. So you can see we actually were chopping around for a very long time before, which is super annoying to sit through. I thought I was going to stop out multiple times. And then we hit break-even. And this is right when I got off, right when we hit this candle. I planned on hopping back on. If we hit this, I was going to trail to break even or trail to a winning day. And you can see we just immediately get break even. Immediately after, it's very unfortunate. Even this low got edged. Oh, wait, this is actually the trade we took on ES because ES was more bearish. So it's going to look a little bit better here. A little bit worse for me, but I was wondering why it wasn't working. Took this. Stop loss up here. I wanted to target this, but 0.79R, I'm not going to take that. So we took this, went break even as soon as this internal low got tapped. And you can see, man, if I took my trade to here and played like this stop, it would have ended up playing out. But it's only a 1.0R, and I wanted to play a little bit of a bigger stop here. But it's all good, you know, it happens. So last day, caught a winning day here, which is super unfortunate again because I'm not actually sure if it started running the TP. Pretty sure I got break even. Go to Friday. Friday, I pretty much only want bullishness. Why? Because we were sitting in this ginormous 4-hour gap, and I did not want to see price deliver lower unless we were headed towards this monthly, which we edged on ES. So I really thought I was going to get hit and deliver us higher, which we didn't hit. But main draw for today was this daily high that we have not taken out yet inside the daily gap. So it was a little bit more protected. However, I was still convicted in the bullish order flow because of this trend. You can see we inverse the gap, and then we're respecting this 4-hour very nice. So off market open. Can delete this now. Where's market open? There we go. Off market open. We go lower. What do we see after this? A nice flip to the upside. So I take my entry right here, play a stop down here, and I am very, very, very shocked that I did not get stopped on this trade. Like literally any other stop loss, and I was cooked. Look at that. As soon as we hit this high up here, I'm break even. I'm not dealing with anything. I go break even. And then we get up there, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to trail the winning day. So that was around there-ish. Trail the winning day, and then we can see price just immediately dumped after that. And I actually want to see if this ended up hitting my draw because I just want to see if I had the right draw and liquidity for the day, which it does not look like it ended up doing. So I would say this high is protected, and I'm not sure if I would be taking me long until we take this high. But yeah, that's my week. Here's the week. You can see 1,086 across 1, 2, 3 accounts. 3,500 on this account, 3,485 on this account, adds up to $10,268 on the week. So very nice week this week. Hopefully we're going to be able to try and take a payout next week or the week after, but the goal is before June ends, and then to continue and repeat these cycles. I'm looking to take a $7,000 to $10,000 payout this month, and then scale. Gonna just keep on scaling, scale. Hopefully hit multiple 5-figure months this year. That is the goal, but that's too far ahead, and I don't want to put those kind of goals in my mind. I just want to take some good trades, but I'm pretty confident in my trading this year, and I feel like I can trade very nice. So excited to see what's to come. But appreciate y'all for watching. I'll catch y'all later.